Cooking. Most people do it every day. Some love it, some hate it, and some make it look effortless. But if you want to take cooking to another difficulty level, try doing it with an ADHD brain. There's so much happening at once: multitasking, tracking timers, remembering where you put things, using your senses to get feedback. Your brain is in override the entire time. So yeah, a lot can go wrong. Today, I'm breaking down the most common ADHD cooking malfunctions. If you live with someone who has ADHD, this might explain why their kitchen looks like a war zone after making a sandwich. And if you have ADHD yourself, you'll see that you're not alone. Let's get into it. 1. Turning the kitchen into a mess. Professional chefs say, a clean and organized kitchen is the key to cooking well. Well, that's great. In theory, it's harder when your kitchen is full of gadgets you impulsively bought, used once, and never touched again. What's that? A pasta machine. Isn't it so cool to make your own pasta? Right, like when you made your own yogurt for a week, or ice cream for 3 days, or sourdough bread once? Well, thank you, Dream Crusher. And then there, clean as you go, which sounds great, except my brain is already struggling to focus on cooking, so when I finally finish, my kitchen looks like it barely survived a culinary tornado, and by that point, I'm too exhausted to clean it. 2. Forgetting your cooking. One of the biggest ADHD struggle in the kitchen? Forgetting you're even cooking. If I don't set a timer, whatever I'm making is doomed, especially in the oven. Out of sight, out of mind is very real. The second that door closes, it's like the food ceases to exist. The only thing that saves me, my sense of smell. Wait, what's that smell? Oh my god, my toast! Honestly, I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm really not. Today's episode is sponsored by me. When I first started wondering if I had ADHD at 29, I felt completely lost. The official symptom lists were confusing, and everything I read focused on hyperactivity. I wasn't sure how any of it applied to me. I kept second-guessing myself, wondering, is it actually ADHD, or am I just bad at life? So when I finally got my diagnosis, I decided to create the tool I wish I had back then: a self-assessment workbook that walks you through each official ADHD symptom, plus a few unofficial ones, and helps you journal your experiences all in one place. So if you think you might have ADHD but don't know where to start, this workbook is the perfect tool for you. Check out the link in the description. And now, back to the video. 3. Improvising baking and failing. Some people with ADHD are great at cooking because they either overcompensate by being super organized or wing it with a few go-to recipes. Me, I generally wing it, which works, but definitely not for baking, because baking is science. You cannot just guess. Sure, you can throw together chocolate chip cookies, especially if you cheat with a mix, but anything actually complicated, that's not something you can just improvise. Whoa, you're making macaron? Yeah, it's not that hard, you know. By the way, baking soda and baking powder are the same thing, right? 5. Forgetting key ingredients. Cooking is all about taking ingredients and turning them into something better. Well, that's impossible if you don't actually have the ingredients, and honestly, that's happened a lot. Because grocery shopping with ADHD is a whole adventure. I walk in with one meal in mind, and I walk out with 5 things I impulsively bought. Do I need another fancy hot sauce? No. Did I buy it anyway? Yes. A snack for the way home, because obviously everything except the main ingredient for the meal I actually planned. So when I get home excited to cook, that's when I realize I forgot the most important thing. This mac and cheese tastes kind of weird. Yeah, I had no cheese, so I figured I could use peanut butter. You know. 6. Struggling to start cooking. If there's one ADHD struggle that makes cooking hard, it's just starting. Avoiding difficult tasks is literally an ADHD symptom, and we've already established that cooking is a lot, especially now, when with just a few taps, you can have any food you crave delivered to your door. No grocery shopping, no chopping, no cleaning, just instant dopamine. And after a long day of masking, compensating, and trying not to get overwhelmed, cooking just feels like one more exhausting task. So yeah, food delivery wins a lot. But not everyone with ADHD struggles with cooking. In fact, a lot of professional chefs have ADHD. A fast-paced and high-pressure environment can actually work in their favor. And some people with ADHD love cooking because they found systems that work for them. If you're trying to make cooking easier, start simple, learn the basics, and keep things as low effort as possible. Meal kits, for example, can be very helpful. So what's your biggest struggle in the kitchen? Share it in the comments. Let's remind each other we are not alone. And hey, if this video made you laugh, feel seen, or just kept you from burning your dinner, hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. See you soon!